In the opening scene, we are introduced to Alicia West going for an early morning jog. Some cops stopped her and aggressively attempted to arrest her, only to discover she was a rookie cop. When they realized it was a case of mistaken identity, they apologized and left, much to her distress. She then went over to the cemetery to visit her mom's grave. The next day at work, Alicia complained to her partner that her arrival hasn't been the friendliest of homecomings. Her partner, Jennings, then encouraged her to cheer up as the two went on patrol. While driving, Alicia observed the demolition of nearly all the houses along the streets, leading her to Kingston Manor, the slum neighborhood where she grew up. Jennings informed her that Kingston Manor has become a haven for criminals, and they don't even respond to neighborhood calls unless a police officer is in trouble. Jennings then told her that he wanted to stop for a coffee. While he was out for coffee, Alicia met up with a little boy named Jamal. During their conversation, Jamal's mother arrived and yelled at Jamal to move away from Alicia. She then sternly warned Alicia to keep her distance from her son. The storekeeper, Milo, intervened and informed Alicia that they do not want any trouble. Alicia recognized Jamal's mother as Missy, her longtime friend, but she denied knowing Alicia. Missy then left with her crew. She warned Alicia that they are the Kingston crew and to be careful. Alicia went back into the store and talked with Milo about Missy. Milo told her that Missy has her own problems, that's why she acted cold. As they left, Alicia paid for the items Jennings had purchased. As they arrived back at the station, Jennings told Alicia that he was going on a date tonight. As they were discussing, another officer, Sarge, came over and informed Jennings that he needed him to work a double shift tonight. Alicia then agreed to fill in for him because he wanted to spend time with his family. Sarge informed her that she would be going out with Deacon Brown and instructed her to meet him in the lobby. Jen then thanked her for taking his spot. Alicia met up with Deacon Brown. She told him that she was taking Jennings' spot. Although Deacon wasn't too pleased because Alicia was a rookie, he inquired whether Alicia had previously worked a night shift, to which she responded in the negative, stating that she was a seasoned worker in car. He then asked Alicia if she really had to wear her body cam. She tells him that as long as he had nothing to hide, there was no problem with her wearing it. While driving, they received a dispatch call alerting them to a scene at a local bar where they suspected a suspect might be armed. As they got to the scene, they noticed the two suspects fighting. Alicia got hold of one and tried to calm him down. While she was yelling at him, the other man attempted to draw his gun and shoot Alicia, but Deacon caught sight of him and intervened. He aggressively arrested the suspect. Alicia kept on yelling at Deacon to stop harassing the young man until Deacon pulled out a gun from the suspect's back pocket. Then, she kept quiet. As they went on to have dinner, Alicia apologized to Deacon and thanked him for saving her life. Deacon warns her that apologizing could lead to her death. Deacon informed her that she belonged to the blue group, the police, and not the blacks. As they conversed, Brown received a phone call. He informs Alicia that they need to proceed, as a call has just come in. Alicia became confused when she realized the call originated from his cell phone. As they arrived at the venue, Alicia told Brown that she didn't understand what they were doing out there, but he told her to stay in the car and wait for him because he was going to meet an informant. As she waited in the car, she saw someone trying to hijack a car. She then came out to arrest the person, but the criminal escaped. Just then, she hears a gunshot inside the building Brown had just entered. Filled with tenseness, she rushes in to help, wearing a bulletproof vest and a body cam. Upon entering the building, she saw two narcotics detectives, Malone and Smitty, accompanying Brown. They were executing some drug dealers. They noticed that Alicia had been staring at them. Malone attempted to explain the situation to her, but Smitty, upon spotting her body cam, shot Alicia. Alicia fell but was fortunate to land where she did. Malone became frustrated and told Smitty to look for Alicia and the body camera. Malone blames Brown for bringing a rookie to the site. He tells Brown that they were going to pin Alicia's death on a drug raid. He advises Brown to assist Smitty in his search for his partner. During their conversation, Smitty informed Malone that Alicia had vanished and he was unable to locate her. Despite her injuries, Alicia still attempted to escape the power station. She calls in for backup, but Malone interrupts the call, saying he got it all under control and the police shouldn't worry. As Alicia exits the building, Smitty notices her, and he fires shots at her while the others pursue her. She fled through the blocks, hiding from the corrupt police officers. Alicia tried to ask residents for help, but they all refused to help, saying they didn't want any trouble. Malone and the others spotted Alicia, but they lost her again when she fled. Malone then tells Smitty and the rest to widen their search. Alicia, after she had escaped Malone, came across a patrol car. She waves them down, asking for help. They promise to help, reassuring her that everything is okay. However, She soon realized that the cops were also part of Malone's corrupt team, prompting her to flee once more. They pursued her, claiming they only needed the body camera, but she managed to escape to Milo's store. Upon her arrival at Milo's store, he observed her condition and promptly ordered her to leave. She explained to him that the cops had shot her, and she needed to make a phone call to her partner and to stop the bleeding, after which she would leave. She then called Jennings. She told him about the incident and that she needed to upload the footage from the body cam at the station. Jennings then tells her that he is going to meet up in 30 minutes. Just as she concluded her conversation with Jennings, a police officer knocked at the door, revealing that Milo had summoned the police. Milo apologizes to her, explaining that he couldn't get involved, and then proceeds to assist the police. The police became aggressive toward Milo, instructing him to rest his head on the counter while they handcuffed him. As Milo struggled, the police officer instructed his partner, who had entered through the back in search of Alicia, to verify Milo's identification. Once they confirmed Milo's cleanliness, they released him. Then Milo refused to tell them why he actually called, as he cooked up a story because of the way they treated him. They left him alone, claiming they were watching him closely. Alicia then thanked Milo for not selling her out. She told him that once she stopped her bleeding, she would leave his store. She then used glue to seal the bleeding wound, a medical technique they had learned in Iraq. She meets with Jennings, and while explaining the situation to him, she discovers that Jennings is also one of Malone's corrupt police officers. She then forces him to pull over, handcuffs him, and escapes. She walks over to Milo's house and informs him that she needs a place to stay until nightfall. Initially, Milo was hesitant to become involved in the case, but upon realizing the urgency of the situation, he agreed to let her stay. Meanwhile, Malone informs the captain that, amid a drug war between the Triple N's and the Kingston crew, Alicia shot a child before disappearing. The kid is actually Daesh's nephew, Zero. Darius is the leader of the Kingston crew. Darius then arrived at the site to see his dead nephew. Malone frames Alicia for the killing of Zero. Darius, filled with fury, then commanded his men to track down and eliminate the police officer who had killed his nephew. Jennings tells Malone that Alicia knew a guy from a store, and that might be probably the only person she might have run off to meet for help. So, they went over to the store to look at the camera footage. They found out that Alicia actually came over to Milo for help. Meanwhile, the Kingston crew had already placed a bounty on Alicia's head for the murder of Zero. Jamal, seeing this, goes over to meet Alicia at Milo's apartment. He points a gun to her head, but Milo intervenes. Jamal then shows him the poster that had been flying around, indicating that Alicia killed Daesh's nephew Zero. While they were conversing, Malone and Smitty approached Milo's apartment, but they managed to escape. They fought off Daesh's gang in the neighborhood, but Milo sustained a gunshot wound to his leg. He tells Alicia to go meet a pastor he trusted, and she shouldn't worry about him. Darius captured him as he was leaving. Darius then brought him to his yard and tortured him, asking for the whereabouts of Alicia, but he refused to give answers, saying Alicia was a decent person and she didn't kill Zero. Meanwhile, Alicia used her body cam to record a video in which she explained that Malone was dirty and had killed Zero. She then stored the body cam in a wardrobe before leaving. She then surrenders herself to Darius by walking over to the Kingston neighborhood. As Darius was about to kill her, she explained to him that it was Malone who had killed Zero and she had recorded everything on her body cam, which is why Malone was pursuing her. Darius then tells Ted, his son, to hack into the body cam. Initially, the encryption prevented him from hacking into it, but after multiple attempts, he succeeded. Upon realizing this, Darius felt devastated and decided to release Milo. However, the police raided the apartment. Malone kills Darius in a heavy gun battle, while Alicia and Mouse manage to escape. Smitty then kills Brown as a result of their earlier argument over who was responsible for Alicia's escape. After a cop catches Alicia and Milo, Smitty finds them. Smitty kills the cop and then attacks the two. In a fight, Alicia manages to kill Smitty. Milo then warns Alicia that the entire police force is focusing on her, making it impossible for her to escape alive. He instructs her to hand over the body cam so he can upload it at the station. As he was leaving, Jennings, Alicia's partner, caught sight of him, but he allowed Milo to pass. Meanwhile, Malone finds Alicia, leading to a heated altercation between the two. Malone throws Alicia out into the courtyard in front of the crowd. With the assistance of Missy, Jamal's mom, she manages to grab hold of Malone's gun, but the sniper team orders her to put down her weapon, or they will shoot. Milo successfully uploaded the footage, and when the captain saw it, he radioed the SWAT to retreat. When Malone discovers the uploaded video, he attempts to shoot Alicia West, but Jennings, Alicia's partner, shoots him instead. Malone is then arrested for murder, while Alicia earned her respect. Thank you for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.